Good morning, this is Doug Risher with Premier Sotheby's International Realty, and today I'd like to talk to you about the market conditions in Naples, Florida, Southwest Florida. Today we're currently having a seller's market, which seller's market simply means that sellers have the advantage. There's more buyers, there's less inventory, and so what I'd like to say to you is that if you're a buyer and you're looking in this market, you have to take the emotion out of the buy process, and how you do that is with an escalation clause. And your realtor or you should know what an escalation clause is. It can save you thousands of dollars, and it takes the emotion out of the whole process, because when emotion gets in and people start bidding, prices go up higher than they should, and that's not what we want you to be in. What we want you to do is get the house that you want or the property that you want at the least possible price, and the escalation clause is the way you do that, and I'll explain that right now. So an escalation clause is, let's use a piece of property, let's say a $500,000 home, and you really like the home or the property, and so you go in and maybe it's an open house on a Sunday afternoon and it's just come on the market. The realtor's in there and you ask them, how's it going? And they'll tell you, okay, well, we have a lot of people interested and we're expecting multiple offers, and they're going to say to get your offer in as soon as possible. So let's say that you and your wife or your husband really love this property and you want to buy it and you want to put an offer on it. And so number one, we have to know, do you really want this property? And if you do, that's awesome. But then what's the most you'll pay for it? So let's say this $500,000 property, you might say, okay, there's a lot of people and there's a lot of motion in the market. Let's say that we'll pay $515. That's our top dollar for that piece of property. So how we structure our offer for you is we say we're going to offer your $500,000, but then in a clause, an escalation clause, we'll say we're going to pay $1,000 more than any other offer that comes in, up to $514,000. And so what that does is that if somebody bids, let's say that 4 or 5 bids come in, they come in at full price, you're at full price at the $500,000, but somebody comes in at $505, they look like they win the bid, but no, because your offer says you'll pay $1,000 more than that, you'll pay $506 and get the property you want. So that's the escalation clause. That's how we're using it. And if your agent's not using it, you need to ask them to use it, because that will win you the property. You'll take the emotion out of it, and that's what we're really trying to do here right now in Naples, Florida, is take the emotion out of it and keep the prices as down as possible, because we are seeing people overpay for properties right now. Like somebody would have probably bid $520 on that when they could have, if they had the escalation in place, they would have only paid $506. So there's some emotion going on, there's people overpaying, and we want to stop that. So my name's Doug Risher. I'm with Premier Sotheby's International Realty in Naples, Florida. I'm at 239-825-3696. Call us or text us anytime. And we are in the buying and selling business. We're not in the overpaying business, and we're not in the bidding business. So if you need help purchasing a property in Naples, Florida, or any of the surrounding areas, please give us a call. I'm at 239-825-3696. My name's Doug Risher. Thank you so much.